Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to SPIA Asia for the 2020 awards as we recognise the industry in what has been a really challenging past 12 months. My name is Tom Bushell. Once again, it is a pleasure for me to host SPIA Asia. This is my 6th year having hosted the awards right from the very beginning in 2015. This year, of course, is a little bit different as we are all at home and staying safe, but we felt it very important to recognise the industry and some of the amazing work that has been put in across the sports industry across Asia over these past 12 months. So over the course of 3 Wednesdays, we'll be celebrating industry across various categories. Sports technology innovation, which of course we started with last Wednesday, the sports marketing campaign, giving back to the community, volunteering service, campaign through esports, which is our focus today, public service hero coming up as well, and the sports education campaign too. So 7 categories over 3 Wednesdays. As I mentioned, today's focus of the initiative of the year is the campaign through esports. But before we get to that, please let me introduce to you the CEO of SPIA Asia to say a few welcoming words. Please welcome Eric Gottschalk.
Thank you, Tom, and it's great to have you back for the 6th event of SPIA Asia Sports Industry Awards and Conference. We are the platform that recognizes the great achievements of the sports industry, and we celebrate their achievements among the peers. It's always better when your industry nominates you and recognizes you for a job well done. And therefore, this year's virtual SPIA Asia Awards has changed its format to be compliant, I wouldn't say, but to be in line with what's happening during this global pandemic. We have gone away from our submission-based entries where a panel of judges will evaluate and score the submissions we have received. And we have gone through a purely industry nomination process where industries are recognizing its peers and then vote on the results. And this is what we have. We have 7 great categories. We have 5 shortlisted nominations, and a panel of minimum of 250 industry experts from all over the world has given their voice to have the nominations put in rank and order. And today we have the campaign through esports, which will be the category which we are announcing today. So thank you very much, Tom, for the nice introduction. And we're looking forward to moving forward with the awarding of the 6th SPIA Asia 2020.
Thanks, Eric. So as mentioned, we are celebrating the initiatives of the year over the past 12 months. And for this specific award, it is campaign through esports. Esports, of course, has become such a popular way for people to stay connected whilst staying at home and whilst not attending live sport in person over the past 12 months. Let me just run through then the shortlisted nominations for this award. They are the 24 Hours of Le Mans virtual race, an iconic race, of course. Amazing to be able to take it virtual. Also nominated the 2020 FanDuel DRL Sim Racing Cup, the Drone Racing League with NBC Sports Network and FanDuel as well, as an astonishing virtual racing cup put together there. Also nominated the Tour of Flanders, the virtual cycling race. This year's historic 32-kilometre race was conducted virtually by riders using indoor trainers and bikes. Also nominated, and I think we've all seen this as drivers and fans across the world got involved, the F1 Virtual Grand Prix Series as well. Of course, the F1 Esports Virtual Grand Prix Series was seen on many YouTube channels and computer screens across the world over the past season, and it was brilliantly put together. To announce the winner of this award, it's my pleasure to be able to introduce to you the Managing Director of Entourage Virtual Events, Philippe Berthelot. Welcome, Philippe.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much, SPIA Asia. We here in Dubai, the EVE team, are thrilled to partner with you. So in a few words, what is EVE? So EVE is one of the first 3D virtual event platform in the world, and certainly the most engaging one. What we do is we bring any on-ground event, exhibition, trade show, rock concert into the virtual world. And we do it through a fully immersive, extremely engaging, and unique 3D experience. So we are super excited to broadcast the next SPIA Asia event at the end of the year through the EVE platform. So we know that all the attendees and all the organizers will be able to leave all the excitement and the interaction of a physical event, but virtually. Now, it is my pleasure to announce and to congratulate the winner for the best initiative of the year through esports, the Bundesliga Home Challenge. Congratulations.
Marco Reus with the goal. Oh, incredible.
30 teams, 60 players every weekend. The Bundesliga Home Challenge.
Ursula!
Bundesliga stars in a weekly showdown on FIFA 20. On pitch and console pros, plus other players from clubs going head to head.
What a goal that is from Leo Valerdi.
All being played in the so-called 85 mode, so all teams are the same strength.
That is a perfect esports goal. And it is a stunning finish.
All with authentic, original stadia, advertising boards and TV graphics. Representing their colours online, 29 clubs from the Bundesliga and Bundesliga 2, as well as a referees team.
And who gets the goal? But Hakimi himself.
Entertaining,
Chance! Goal!
tense
Unbelievable.
and high-quality Bundesliga content during this football-free time.
Looking for the chip shot. Oh, it's absolutely glorious.
Almost 10 million viewers worldwide and over 18 million views. Thanks to over 18 media partners, the Bundesliga Home Challenge was broadcast in 107 countries. Live, spectacular, authentic.
That's just what we wanted to see.
The Bundesliga Home Challenge. Stay home and play.
Thanks so much, Philippe, for announcing the winner of this category. And as he mentioned, and it's fully deserving of this win as well, because the German Football League really have organised a superb esports game, Bundesliga Home Challenge, for us all to enjoy over the past season, whilst we have, for the majority, been at home, staying safe as best as we can. Delighted to say that on the call with us today is the CEO of the DFL Digital Sports department, and his name is Andreas Hayden. Andreas, welcome to the call and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much by the recognition of the work that the team has done. We're really delighted to see the external validation of work that has been done. Thank you very much. And also thank you to all the other contestants. They have done also an amazing work and great.
I have to say, Andreas, I know we had a quick catch up before we started streaming today, and through my work in sports journalism, a lot of that being in digital sports broadcasting. The Bundesliga has a tradition and is known for being exceptional when it comes to digital output and content. So was it quite an easy transition, if you like, to think up how are you going to deal with the challenges that we've all faced over the past 12 months? And was it quite a natural process to go, okay, within your team to go, right, what can we do for our fans? And then, of course, land on what you came up with the Home Challenge.
When we remember the first 3 months of this year, we all thought first, it's not going to come to Europe, it's not going to come to America, it's nothing serious. And then it became more serious and the first cases came up, etc. But I think very much until early March, there was not a real recognition that this is going to be a real pandemic. Everybody thought it's going to be serious, but not a pandemic. So the preparation time for what happens after the plug got pulled on the 13th of March, Sports Black Friday, there wasn't really a deep preparation for that, because we always were in the mode of how can we keep on playing, how can we comply with all hygiene regulations and everything that was happening. But once the league came to a stop, we immediately got feedback from our fans who were looking for the stuff they like most: football, the Bundesliga. And after the weekend, after everybody digested, okay, it's going to come to a stop right now, our processes kicked in and say, okay, we have existing contracts. We want to be compliant with those contracts. We have contracts with over 70 broadcasters around the world. So we were pulling stuff out of the archive. We were creating virtual interviews. I think on the Tuesday, we had our first virtual interview set up. We started lots of activities to keep the flow of content going, because we didn't know how long is this going to take. Is it a couple of match days, or does the league have to resume the season? On the playing field of being able to play on the pitch, we created, I think, the world's first hygiene concept to give the government a basis for a decision to bring us back into the stadium. But parallel to that, we thought, okay, how can we keep the interest? How can we keep the engagement with the fans up and running? And we came up with the Bundesliga Home Challenge, and we had roughly 1.5 weeks to prepare for it. And on the 28th of March, we started.
And now, tell me this, Andreas, because I seem to, if my memory serves me correctly, the Bundesliga was actually the first football league to come back to actually playing. And so how long was the league off for? Was it 2 months in the end?
Roughly 2 months. I think 7 weeks we were off.
Yeah. And so was there a thought process as well that, it makes complete sense during the lockdown period and when no football was actually physically happening for the esports version to take over? How did you then transition when the actual games came back in reality?
So what we have understood in the time where no games were played, that we can't substitute what's happening on the pitch. This is our core. That's the core of our product. That's the core of our content. People playing on the pitch and creating a great media product around it. So we created this Bundesliga Home Challenge for the time in between, and we stopped the Bundesliga homepage once we were back. Once there was a pass of getting back into the stadium, because sure, as a league, you have a limited amount of resources, and you have to concentrate on what you're doing. And we were more focusing, bringing on the story, getting back into the stadium, and these 4 tremendous match days that we played virtually. This was really something that helped us all to cope with these. It's the first time since the league was founded in 1963 that there was a match day resume, full match days resumed. There were single games due to bad weather or whatever, but this was a complete hold. And the demand and the feedback we got from the fans of asking for content was great. And once the team, a very small team, came up with the idea of doing the Bundesliga Home Challenge and creating this way of having all parties involved, this was very important for us. We wanted to have, it shouldn't be just an esports event where esports guys play against esports guys, but we came up with the idea, combined teams of real players from the clubs, professional football players, esports players, and then throughout the days when we were planning it, suddenly we came up with the idea, or actually a referee approached us, come, let's mix a referee to the mix. And they were actually not too bad. They played quite well, at least against the football players. And this whole mix of trying to create something that feels like football, but isn't really football, but gives you an opportunity to cheer, to engage with your brand, to cheer with your friends together. And we did a multi-platform strategy. So we were everywhere. We were from YouTube to Twitch to Instagram. I think we even at that time did some tests with TikTok, etc. And we had the company ASL, Electronic Sports League, who supported us in the execution of all broadcasting facilities, whom we then later really partnered as one strategic partner for the full virtual Bundesliga.
And tell me this as well. So obviously it proved hugely popular. And as you say, once the real game came back, it was time to concentrate on that, the real, the Bundesliga in reality. But is there a thought process to think that this is something you could roll out during the winter break or during the off season in the summer going forwards, having seen how popular it was and seen how it can bring the whole Bundesliga community, players, fans, teams, referees, as you say, together?
Yeah, I think where we have to be a little bit careful is that we are the oldest eFootball league in the world. So we are running now in the 8th season, our competition, and it is a professional competition of professional eFootball players. So we are a little bit careful of mixing marketing and professional competition, but having maybe around CSR activities, doing something in the summer break, etc. I think this is something that is very, which is a very good idea, and we are also looking into that. We just be careful that we don't mix the professional competition with marketing too much.
Yeah, for sure. Eric, is there anything you would like to ask Andreas, sort of following on from those comments?
Well, I would like to ask a question to Philippe. If he sees there's a potential of having real football games also in a virtual environment, how would that work? Because I understood, Philippe, that you said earlier that concerts have been put onto the EVE platform or exhibitions. How about football games?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, you know, the technology today, you know, is absolutely sort of like the sky is the limit. So I think what would be interesting is to see, you know, the game itself. I think there's a lot of platforms that can provide, you know, actual virtual game. But I think what would be interesting is all the interaction surrounding the games, you know, is, you know, the moments, you know, before the games where you get together with your buddies, you know, where you exchange and you have a chat, the moments, you know, during the game where you can have those panels, you can have those discussions, you can have those, you know, you can have some quizzes, you can make the game sort of like even more interactive, you know, you can, you know, put bets, or, you know, you can, you know, sort of like really use the virtual platform to actually have, you know, hundreds, thousands of people to actually all of them become the coach of the game, or to become the referee of the game, or to become, you know, to express, interact, and make the whole experience, you know, even greater, you know. So I think it is not just about making something real virtual. I think it's just offering a whole new dimension. And I think that's where, you know, EVE can, you know, can do amazing things. I think the actual playing the game itself, I think there's a lot of great, you know, sort of like platform that exists, but we can propose something that surrounds the game, because the game at the end, you know, is not just about 11 players, you know, playing against each other. I think it's the passion, you know, and you know, unfortunately, not being able to be into a stadium anymore, you know, 80,000 people cheering for their team, somehow the passion has been taken out, right? And I think we can bring the passion back. I think we can make the and not 80,000 people, but hundreds of thousands of people, you know, around the world, because we know there is, you know, Bayern Munich fan in all corners of the world, you know, and you know, you could actually get all those people together and share the passion.
Philippe, I have to ask you, I mean, being the managing director of a virtual events company, how has the last 12 months been for you? I mean, it must have been, I mean, I think we don't wish a pandemic again. We wish this to, you know, the world to recover quickly. But the last 12 months, have they been absolutely mad for you and the company? Because I mean, it's just been such a shift, hasn't it, from reality to virtual?
Yes, I mean, to be honest, I need to give all the credit to my CEO Mohamed Tayem, who had the vision at a time when, you know, hitting April, May, you know, everybody was sort of like looking at their P&L going upside down and really having to make some very hard decisions about, you know, cutting salaries and letting go people and so on. He decided to invest in hiring, you know, 10, 20, 30 people. He decided to take the risk. And, you know, we always say, we all read those Instagram quotes about, behind every opportunity, or behind every crisis, there's an opportunity, right? But how many of us actually take action behind that, right? And I think is one of the few to really take action behind that. And you know, not everybody would have spent so much money at that time and have the vision and the passion to create this platform. So yes, I think, and then, you know, it paid off. It really did. You know, I think very quickly we started to see that there was a need, that, you know, a lot of people started to get a bit tired of this sort of like flat 2D dimension experience, and that also has its limitation and the opportunity to, you know, we knew, you know, the passion of gaming, you know, and I mean, my son is Fortnite. I mean, those kind of things, just like it's so addictive, right? So I think there is a way to recreate, you know, an exhibition center, you know, exactly as exciting as it needs to be. So we very quickly had a big event for WeTech, which is a big tech event in the region. And we created 85,000 square meters of exhibition virtually. You know, we had over 63,000 visitors and, you know, over 300 stands. And so you can make things as tailored as you want. If you want to have an event on the Champs-Élysées, well, now you can. You couldn't do it in the real life. So it is not just a B version of real, it is a new version, and your dreams can come true. So I think it is, yeah, it's been busy, but I think we just started to see the beginning of it, you know, and even after the pandemic, which we all hope, you know, things will go back to normal, this virtual experience will keep increasing, because it's not just a replacement of, it's another option.
Thanks, Philippe. Andreas, just to finish off then, to congratulate you on the Bundesliga home challenge. I would like to just ask if, because he was at SPIA Asia in Manila last year, did the Bayern Munich superfan make an appearance in any way, shape, or form on the Bundesliga home challenge?
As it was virtual, we don't know, but I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Sure. Yeah, he's an amazing character. I mean, Eric, you spent time chatting to him as well. He was fantastic at the award show in Manila last year, wasn't he? He actually messaged me the other day just to see how I was as well. He's a wonderful person.
Yeah, Bushman is he's a character. He's absolutely incredible, and what he does for football and for Bayern Munich, the love he puts in there, it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, we will reach out to him. Let's see if he was involved or not. But yeah,
he shows the spirit of the league.
He does. Yeah. He does. He's a great ambassador for the club and the league, isn't he? Well, Andreas, congratulations. It's a fully deserving award for you, and we're delighted to recognise what you guys did at the Bundesliga as well over the past 12 months. So congratulations, and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
And Philippe, thank you so much as well. We wish you, of course, huge success going forwards. And obviously, it's been a really positive period of time for you. As you say, we hope things get back to normal soon. But I think we've all been awoken to what's possible virtually, and that can only grow going forwards.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Eric, and well done, Andreas.
So huge congratulations to Andreas, and of course, great to have Philippe with us on the call as well. Before we finish up for this edition, this category, just a few final words from Eric.
Thank you, Tom. This went very well. So it's a first for us again, but SPIA Asia has done a lot of firsts over the last 6 years, and there's definitely another first coming by the end of this year. So in our last show, we will make the announcement of our host city, and having a hybrid event using the EVE platform would be amazing, because we will be really the first platform, the first sports conference that will be in a virtual environment as well as in a physical environment. And what makes EVE so different is that you have actual networking opportunities. People coming to these conferences and events because they want to meet other people. And through EVE and SPIA, we will provide this. So if you are in one part of the world and you're not able to travel to our host city in December, you will still be able to network just like what you do in a real environment. So we're looking forward to that. Today was great. Bundesliga Home Challenge, congratulations as the winner of the category, the initiative of the year for campaign through esports. And over to you, Tom, to wrap it up. This was amazing. Thank you so much.
I think you've wrapped that up very well there, Eric. I don't need to add much more, apart from we look forward to seeing you for our next category, of course, on the SPIA Asia channels, and also OnePlay Sports, Sports Business, and of course, Cura.com as well. Look forward to seeing you then, and thanks for watching.